Hello friends, you may now remove yourself from the fetal position and stop crying like a baby because welcome back, and this is another episode of Know Your Weapon. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SG553 Carbine Rifle. It's stylish, it's sexy, and at times it kind of makes you want to bite off your thumb and slap yourself in the face. Visualize that in your noggin, and that is the level of frustration you will at times feel. Do you remember those cartoons or videos when someone empties a whole bunch of bullets and it just does a pattern around their body without actually landing anything? That's what this gun has the ability to do with the dot right on somebody's body and or facial area. And with that, let's move on to our loadout. For the optic, we're using the Coyote red dot sight. We use this for the reason of consistency across the board. It's a primary optic I use for virtually every weapon I have. And for the accessory, we are using the green laser sight. This is because green's my favorite color, so deal with that. And for the barrel, we're using the heavy barrel. Now, you might be thinking, with earlier talking about how it kind of does a silhouette around bodies with bullets, why wouldn't I use the compensator to get a tighter grouping? Well, the reasoning behind this is pretty simple, okay? For the underbarrel, I use the ergo grip, and that helps with hip fire. And for the paint, I use the black shark, which kind of makes me think more of a tiger. And you think, well, Mike, what the heck does that have to do with the barrel? Well, the reason is simple. The gun looks much cooler with a heavy barrel than it does a compensator. So I use the heavy barrel because using this gun with this loadout kind of makes you feel like you're that guy Kyle Reese from the original Terminator movie. You know, the one whose dad sent him back in time so that he could get jiggy with his mom and then have him born. I know, it's kind of a weird story. Anyway, the point is, that guy was fighting the Terminator, which is a big cybernetic machine that's like really, really hard to kill, and he's just totally outgunned. Just in every way, the machine is just far superior to him in terms of killing ability. And so with this gun, you feel like I'm just totally outmatched here. Everyone is just using better guns and bigger guns and all that kind of stuff, and it's hard to hit people and all that. So when you actually do kill someone, you're like, yeah, that's right. That's right. Human resistance, suckers. Die, machines, die. And with that thought, you now have an idea of just how nerdy I really am. Okay, so all joking aside, the gun actually is pretty decent. It doesn't have as tight a grouping as I would like, but it does sufficient damage with a sufficient rate of fire so that you can successfully kill people. And as far as pack position, where you want to be playing with this, you can get away with medium and close range, particularly with the heavy barrel. Kind of adds a little bit of credibility to shooting people from a little bit more of a distance. However, there does seem to be a near completely random spread when it comes to having a tighter grouping and a wider grouping. There doesn't seem to be any real rhyme or reason to it other than just it's Battlefield, and so it's going to do whatever the heck it wants to do. There also is, because of that, a little bit of forgiveness for not being totally accurate. Because of the slightly larger spread and the decent rate of fire, you can actually get away with headshots even though you're not actually aiming like at their head, because the bullets will come from a little bit further to the left or the right, and so you get to hit people even though you're not necessarily aiming at them. And that is, that's kind of nice. Now, given the weapon's damage and relative accuracy, it's not unreasonable to say that you can kill 4 people with one magazine. You're probably not going to really see many more kills with one magazine than that, and oftentimes it will take an entire magazine to kill one person at certain ranges. For what reasons, I don't understand and don't pretend to understand. The game is crazy sometimes, very frustrating, and other times it feels like you just point this gun at people and they die and you just have 4 or 5 less bullets in your magazine. There doesn't appear to be any really solid rhyme or reason. Maybe a lot of people I shoot at are just already at half health or something. I don't know. It's just, I kill a lot of people, so who's to say that they haven't, a lot of them have already been shot. Now, I have to give mad props to this gun because something that it does do actually fairly well is hip fire engagements. And so for those closer range engagements, you can really get in there and get some work done from the hip. You're going to be pretty successful. I actually did not utilize the hip fire of this weapon as much as I should have, and I could have probably done even better with it. I did pretty solid rounds with this gun. And as I'm sure you've noticed by now, there's supposed to be stairs there, but there isn't. I found out later through chat that apparently if you revive somebody on stairs, they can just disappear. Totally from the game. Just completely gone. So solid Solid coding job there, Dice. Much appreciated. The level of detail that you put into this game, because in real life, defibrillators make stairs dematerialize as well, in case you didn't know that. Sorry for the delay on putting videos out and things like that. I've had in-laws staying with me, my wife's parents, actually. Don't worry. They were a pleasure to have here. I didn't want to, like, kill myself or anything like that. It was enjoyable, but it did pretty much make a lot of recording time and stuff like that near impossible. And so here we are. We're back. Everything's back to normal. Should start uploading on a more regular basis now. A lot of stuff happened at work and everything, but we're free and clear. I have more time to focus on you guys. So once again, you shouldn't have to curl up in the fetal position and cry a whole bunch. I am back, baby. I'm back. So get out there, shoot somebody in the face, and as always, God bless.